we're here at the 2018 Old Vehicles Vintage Classic, and I'm here with Alec Dara, the founder. Alec, you've got from the sublime to the ridiculous here today, I have to say.
Well, we have to do. We certainly have a collection of bikes here.
But look, one bike in particular is the Foster Coppi track bike.
What can we say?
Bit of an interesting presentation there.
Certainly a very interesting history and a very interesting bike, and some unusual features. Not many people know that Fausto Coppi raced in Ireland in the 50s. And here he is arriving in Dublin Airport, flanked by the McQuaid brothers, Jim McQuaid and Paddy McQuaid. Now Jim, as you know, is the father of the current dynasty, which is Pat, who was the UCI chairman, and Fausto Coppi. There's an interesting story about Fausto's arrival in Dublin.
Right.
But the McQuaids picked him up at the airport and they drove him to a hotel on Parnell Square.
Right, down the middle of Dublin.
Down the middle of Dublin. They drove him in and they had this Italian guy they were totally in awe of. And they arrive at this hotel and when Coppi walks in, they're checking him in, and the first thing he says is, "Dove l'estazione? Where's the lift?" And they look at each other and say, "There is no lift."
There what?
No, there is no lift. And Coppi's answer was, "The Campionissimo ne prende la scala." The Campionissimo does not take the stairs and wants to be taken back to the airport.
You're joking.
I'm serious. And of course the two...
Bit of a prima donna, yeah?
We were prima donna, it's the Campionissimo. So of course the McQuaids were very scared because he wanted to go back to the airport and wasn't going to run. Now, Billy Morton, who built Santry Stadium, had paid the Campionissimo £500 at the time. The money was flown to the Isle of Man in a suitcase. So when the McQuaids rang Billy Morton to tell him about this, his reply was, "That effing pigeon-chested Italian, he has all my money now." But anyway, you continue the story. They said they got him. He ended up staying in that hotel on Abbey Street, where they had him. But anyway, back to the bike.
Yeah.
When the Campionissimo was leaving Dublin, he sold the bike, and this is the bike. And the bike was sold at the time for the equivalent amount of money that you buy a house for.
So Fausto Coppi did really well out of coming to Ireland.
He did really well at coming to Ireland. He did, but it was towards the end of his career. So you have to remember, he was trying to monetize and get as much money together as possible. And he was also launching the Coppi brand of bicycles. So although this bike, it says Coppi on it, it started life bagged as a Bianchi.
Right.
But it was built by Massi, who had a frame building business in Milan.
By the heritage there.
Yeah, that's right, under the Vigorelli track.
And tell me, was this bike, all the original features are as per the original?
Most of it, the chainset, as you can see, is Bianchi.
Yes.
Most of the other stuff is. The interesting thing about it is, you may ask me, how do we know it's, sorry, the dropouts.
Just looking at the dropouts there. Very interesting.
Dropouts.
Road dropout.
Interesting. Coppi always used road ends on his track bikes. And you can see, this is the actual bike here, taken in 1953, this actual bike, and you can see the road ends.
Yeah.
I don't know why he wanted that, always did, and also used quick release skewers, which is very unusual.
On a track that wouldn't be allowed today.
Here's the Campionissimo.
He did what
he wanted.
Very good.
So this is
another interesting feature here is the lugs with the kind of integrated ball bearing right into the lugs there.
Once again,
very unusual.
Setup. But Massi was, the premier frame builder, so he did what he wanted to do.
So Alec, we can see it's Coppi here, but how do we know it's a genuine product here now?
All Coppi's bikes were built by Massi, the frame builders in Milan, and they had a frame building business under the Vigorelli track, under the bank of the Vigorelli track, which is interesting. And all the bikes he built for Coppi were numbered 999 and then 2 digits. And this one, as you can see here, is 99951. Now this book, Le Bici di Coppi, is a book written about the bikes of Fausto Coppi. And if you look in this, you can see the number on the bikes.
Absolutely.
Now the thing about it is that this bike doesn't appear in the Bici di Coppi because it was unknown.
It was left in Ireland.
It was left in Ireland, so no one knew the history of it, and it was in someone's attic actually. so no one knew.
And tell me, how did you get your hands on it for the event here today?
Well, Gene Mangan very kindly loaned it to us for this event.
Gene Mangan owns this bike now.
Gene Mangan raced on this bike, and how he got the bike was another interesting story.
So it's legend to legend here.
To legend to legend. Yeah. Gene Mangan, the legend, who won the Ross Telt in 1955 and continued to win it in 76 and 77, raced on this bike. All Gene Mangan's bikes subsequent to this were built with the same angles.
Wow.
So if you look at his Mercian over here,
yes,
or the Rapparee that he had built, they were all built with the same angles.
So Mangan, this is the angle and geometry he was comfortable with.
This is the geometry he was comfortable with, and all his bikes subsequently were built with the same angles.
Wow. Okay. And tell me, in terms of the race that he actually raced in Dublin, any ideas of how he did?
Coppi.
Yeah.
He was a Campionissimo, he won, of course.
He won the race,
yeah. But I think Shea Elliott, the local rider, may have won one race as well, but
All right, there's a bit of a deal done, maybe.
Okay, thanks very much, Malcolm.
Very good, thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.